Hi everyone. I just wanted to make this video specifically for my African American brothers and sisters. Um, and I do want to say it first, my condolences to the Nolans family um, to what you have to go through. And I hope whoever is responsible for the death of your son is found out. Also, with that being said, I do want to say in advance there are bigots and ignorant um, people in all groups. Um, and what I'm about to say, do not come from me. You can fact check me. But, I saw a video today. That's why I had to come. I was like, there's too many virtual or hatred or stuff being said or rumors going around about what Haitian people are saying. I just want to discredit a myth about that, saying that Haitians think that, African Americans will be deported. That would be a false, because if one thing you have to say about Haitians is they know their history and they also try to learn about other groups' history. Haitians are very good at history. But we have similarities with the African Americans here through the Atlantic slave trade. And also, some of us, because the Haitians have been interacting with African Americans for a long period of time, even before the United States was these United States. The founder of Chicago in the 1770s, before they declared their independence, was a Haitian. So, and even helped, when they had to fight for their independence, Haitians were over here when the United States became these United States. Even though they were not recognized because of the color of their skin, they also participated in that. I also do want to say that the Tuskegee Airmen, out of the 13, 6 of them were Haitians. We don't claim to be African Americans because we have a nationality. We came from somewhere else. We are immigrants just like somebody else, but we do know our backgrounds. And some of us were here for the longest, and also have live. I'm not saying me, some of my ancestors, my peoples and stuff were here. They went through Jim Crow laws. They went through all kinds of stuff that African Americans went through. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are African American, because to say that means they would have to give up their own culture. Haitians knows that African Americans have their own culture. Just like, even though we came from the west coast of Africa forcibly on the boats as slaves, but wherever we were dropped off, every one of those groups, they developed their own culture. So to say that an African American is, like Haitian or Haitian, totally different. We have race in common. We have a lot of the struggles in common. And in fact, Haitians are still paying till this day for having the audacity to stand up to the white man. But there's no, way that Haitians are saying that they're better than the African Americans. We are in worse position now. Because we had the audacity to stand up, they have destabilized our country. And we're not saying we're better, and we don't hate nobody else. And Haitians in Haiti have proven it, that they don't hate nobody around the world, and they don't think they're better. If they, raise themselves up, they help others. They've helped the United States, all over South America, even going all the way to Africa and helping Ethiopia. Okay? The NAACP, from the Niagara, went to the NAACP. One of the founders was of a Haitian background. The W.B. Du Bois. Okay? And you also have the, I think, Benito Salvin, which was, he was a diplomat, was recognized, but he was also, Haitians. So it's very, Haitians have always have an intricate and complicated, a relationship with African Americans. It's not saying they think, they're better. They don't like they don't like being oppressed. They don't like a prejudice. They don't like racism. So for people to say and not creating rumors and creating divisions, against the Haitians and the African Americans, because some part of the group, every group have a bad apple, and some people are taking it and riding with it, and now they are all going, against, Haitians. So I've seen some videos saying like, oh, they brought them here because they had some, because to do magic on us, they had some, voodoo on us, and or what. African Americans we have voodoo. African Americans have hoodoo. I mean, I'm just saying as a general, because I'm Christian. I'm a Christian background, but I'm just saying. So what now? Everybody's using, like Haiti or Haitians as a scapegoat, which, like I said, I don't understand. So if Haiti had hated or thought they were better, they would never help anybody. They would not even try to go, out themselves. Haitians will give you the clothes off their back. So I don't understand, that division. My experience myself, when I first came to the U.S., was not great. Like, I came and I saw people, I said, oh, they look like me. I didn't speak a word of English, but guess what? Some African Americans, I mean, as a child, tried to throw me off a bridge. But did I take that to heart and be like, I'm going to hit all African Americans? No. I knew from Haiti, they taught us we had to treat people as they treat us, but also learn to treat people based on their character and their actions. So we don't think everybody's just the same because they are from one group. We don't stereotype. But I do see there's a vitriol going on, and they are stereotyping, like Haitians. So without forgetting and stuff, like, yeah, Haitians have been struggling, along with, African Americans. And Haitians don't claim to be African Americans because we know that you have your own culture and we know that we have ours. And no matter what happens, even what they're doing now, Haiti was one of the first countries that's put into their constitution, not the one that the United States created in 1987 or 37 when they split the Dominican Republic and Haiti. The 1806 Constitution, they were the first country to say that if African Americans choose to, decided to, and wanted to, they can go to Haiti and buy land. Guess what the United States did? They messed up that constitution, and in 1987 they changed it so that way. But the people still have not recognized that constitution because they still want the 1806. So no matter what's going on right now, and like I said, I understand that the Foundation Blacks, they're saying that's what they are. Haitians have never claimed to be African American. When we do our applications, so that's what they have until they started putting different ethnicities or different, background. But Haitians have always known their backgrounds. They know where they come from. Not totally, they know from Haiti because nobody knows really, because we all went to the same chattel slavery. But as far as what nationality wise, Haitians have always known their, and they know their culture. They also recognize the African American, culture. So again, there's a lot of, bad apples on both sides. And like I said, for me personally, I could have taken and be like, hey, I'm not, talking to, because they almost killed me. But from growing up in Haiti, because we love people, I was taught something different. And I didn't think this, I didn't let this cloud my judgment against of a whole group of people. So with this, virtual going on and trying to create confusion and saying Haitians are saying this. And when somebody's down, the way you treat them, that's how you know they are your true friends. But right now, it seems like the whole world is against Haitians. But Haiti is going to get back up. And remember, Haitians love history and they have a long, long memory. So I don't know who started those rumors and creating divisions against, like Haiti or whatever. But Haitians don't hate nobody. Since their, existence, they've been trying to help.